Let's get your reaction to the passing of Mam Winnie.
Well, as the South African National Civic Organization, we convey our condolences to the family of late Mrs. Winnie Madikizela-Mandela, as well as the organization. Winnie Mandela is remembered as a liberation struggle icon and a true revolutionary who made an invaluable contribution towards building a united, non-racial, non-sexist democratic South Africa, as well as a human rights activist and anti-apartheid leader. Mama Winnie was the mother of the nation, whose resilience, courage, and indomitable fighting spirit inspired generations of youth, women who were striving for freedom, non-racialism, and equality. Indeed, Mama Winnie has been through the worst in the face of detention, banishment, and isolation during the incarceration of her husband, the late Nelson Mandela. She inspired and kept the hopes of the oppressed masses alive during difficult days. All of us continue and were inspired by her. Though she was regarded as controversial, as supporters of apartheid, and those who did not understand the cause of emancipation of women from the triple oppression of class, race, and gender, Mama Winnie has engaged herself and built a momentum in the hearts of our people and our communities, a timeless, selfless, and fearless leader. Indeed, Mama Winnie, with her timeless beauty, but at the same time, a dynamite with matches, one who spoke through the power and who was passionate about the human rights and gender equality, who had led from the front when doing so meant either long periods of incarceration, banishment, and including death. Indeed, it was meant by her passing on, but her life must be celebrated for her loyalty and compassion to the people and for putting them above her own interests. She was not a Mandela-ed. She was a leader in her own right, a champion of the downtrodden and the marginalized with whom they identified. Had age and health permitted, she would have, without doubt, have been president herself, without needing her husband's name and or credentials to achieve that she actually would have achieved. Indeed, we believe that she had done so well, and we are grateful that her family allowed her to spend life with ourselves so that we could share part of her. She was in front of dogs and police and everything, unafraid to represent the poor. She was not a populist. She stood with the poor, the downtrodden, and everyone else who nobody else took care of. So we bow our heads to her and we bow our flag to Mama Winnie as we bid farewell to her.
Jabu, if I can just ask you on a closing note to give us what you hope that the youth and future generations will take from the legacy of Mam Winnie.
One of the greatest aspects that we can learn from Winnie is that in spite of the difficulties, she showed up on and continued to side and identify with the poor, the downtrodden, and indeed the needy youth. Indeed, to have death, her passion was to lift those amongst us who were downtrodden. And indeed, we believe that Mama Winnie is an embodiment of a true liberation struggle, who has never a populist to death. She's never been running to TVs asking for coverage, but she would be there when no one else would go. And indeed, that's something that we could learn, that indeed the young people that are coming up, the young leaders that are coming up, can learn from Mama Winnie that it is not sitting in the air-conditioned offices that makes you a leader, but it's only when you identify with the poor, with the downtrodden, with the undermined, that you need to make a mark in their lives.
I like that. Thank you very much, Jabu. Indeed, a person who was one with the people, who was always with the people, and somebody that I think we can all learn a lesson from. Jabu Mahlangu is SANCO spokesperson, talking to us about SANCO's reaction to the passing of Madikizela-Mandela.